Hey, what's up everyone, it's Dolphback. I am very proud of this video. I got some 1v3, 1v4, and with the Bruiser it's pretty hard. This time it's with the hammer and great axe. They call it the Bruiser build, and this is pretty good for the team play like in war and stuff like this. But I wanted to bring it into 1vx because a lot of people say that if you're solo, this build is unplayable and it's not fun, and I just wanted to show how you can do it. For the artifact, I had the Justice, the Tumbler Feet Trap, and no artifact for my hammer and great axe, but you can have the Trisno or the Hammer of Yeet. So I will show the clip, and at the end of the video I will show the build. A lot of people will tell me that I'm not a real bruiser because I used Dark Ascent during a lot of those clips. There's still a 1v3 in this video where I use Detonate, but since you're not a bunch of people doing Detonate at the same time, it's worth it, but not that much at the same time. I felt like I was able to gain more from Dark Ascent, mostly if you manage to land a shockwave on 3 people. You're gonna see me do it into the first clip in this video that you're gonna see now. I land the shockwave and then I do Dark Ascent, so I leech as much of them as possible and it deal more damage. Look at this, it's amazing. Oh, don't come in. I'm in a 1v3 and I got 2. I got the 3rd and I die by a 4th. Yeah, I got a 1v3.
Enemy flag.
in this clip, you will see that I play fair game. When I got a free hit on someone because he was typing, I stopped moving and I took a free hit just to make it more fair.
Our flag is dropped. Our flag is returned.
So for the build, I've gone all up light. You see, I have one strike conditioning stack because in war people use the hammer a lot. Instead of health, you could go for something like freedom or a conditioning, but people opt more for freedom. And then for the applied breastplate, I put vital synergy on it. And once again, you could put freedom or a conditioning. And I got the medium applied glove right there with insatiable gravity well, really good to regain your health, and there's a lot of burst into it and you can do it into a clump. It's pretty nice. Then I got the uplight pants with slash conditioning on it. People say that 3 or 4 freedom, it's like a sweet spot, so you could swap one refreshing for one freedom. But if you like refreshing, you're not gonna be able to be there in every crash. Mostly if you use a great axe like this one that doesn't have refreshing move. If you want one with refreshing move, you can craft one or get it from the worm. Maybe you can put refreshing move on this too, but mine that I use in group fight have enfeebling maelstrom. But since I'm not playing into a group right now, I wanted as much burst as possible. And then the tubular feature, I put one flame conditioning stack on it because you know there's a lot of dots coming from the fire staff and stuff like this. And then the hammer have the sundering shockwave. For the amulet, I got this amulet right there, but stamina recovery got nerfed, so you can use something else and it's not too bad. I still like it pretty much. Tell me what you would put as a third perk right there. Gonna help me for when I craft my next one. And then I got this ring right there, Leech Chain, Invigorated and RT. Leech Chain helped me to survive, but a lot of people, when they have good healer, they gonna play with Empowering Cleave or Slash Damage, something that just gonna help them to stay at the Empower cap and even more because of the weekend. And then Justice, you know, it helped me to pop more potions, so when I do 1vx, it helped me a lot. It's not a shirking heal build, so Justice is pretty good. You can go for Blood Drinker too, but since you're in medium armor, you will not benefit that much of Blood Drinker. You're still gonna be able to, but I really like Justice in this build. It worked pretty good. For the attribute, I've gone 200 con and the rest in strength. This is the great axe build that I use. I had this during some because I did a war and I forget to respec, but usually I use this one instead of this. And then I made a cheese hammer build because, you know, I was not going to use this and this. So I decided to put more passive onto the hammer to be even more tanky. But if you do a war, you should put this and this because the stagger gonna help to just disrupt the healer and stuff like that. So you should use this in war and this just because you're gonna pop it more often. But into a 1vx, you're gonna see that it's pretty rare that I just even use this ability. Usually when I do 1vx as a bruiser, I go more for the wrecking ball. And the Wrecking Ball have really nice utility. It gives you some fortify and it make it easier to land your armor breaker. And you can do a wall combo like Shockwave into Wrecking Ball into armor breaker, but I wanted to stay a real bruiser, so I kept that for most of those clips. So for the Great Axe, you see light attack gives you empower, so you should always do some light attack before your ability to try to get those stacks. So go for it. I want to thank everyone who watched my content. I wish you a good day. Peace out.